good.
No, just keep going.
No, it ain't up. It ain't up there. Okay. The upper didn't upload.
Open up.
Alright. Shalom, we're the Hebrew Israelites, and we came out here to prophesy the downfall of Babylon, and to wake up the light about people which are Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Simeon, Zebulun, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Issachar, so-called Negros, Latinos, Native Americans, and we give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, by Hashem called Dash, and don't honor to the Apostle Great Millstone.
Right. Now this weekend, you know, we got, you know, Father's Day, you got Gay Pride going on. Which Gay Pride is all this month. You know? But, you know, they gotta have Father's Day near and associated with Gay Pride. You know? It's all wickedness, man. You know? Which technically, you know, like I was mentioning, you know, like I mentioned in the video that me and Lil Op did last weekend, technically every day is Father's Day. Whether you believe it or not. It really is. Why? Because, well, the wickedness that goes on, like, okay, prime example, Gay Pride. Who in the world created that? The Lord allowed heathens to make Gay Pride. So that all comes down from the Lord to further destroy this place, man. You know, rappers, you know, or shootings. That's all the Lord right there. You know, people not believing in the Lord, which are, you know, like I said, whether you believe in Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, it's Father's Day every day. So people that don't believe in the Lord, that's the Lord put the spirit on you not to believe in him because he don't want you. You know? And it's Isaiah 45:7. You know, talks about our Lord created good and evil. Light and darkness.
This is Colossians 2:8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of this world, and not after Hamashiach.
God. So that's straight to the point right there, man. You know, you gotta be aware of people trying to deceive you with that shit, man. You know, trying to get you to believe in, you know, maybe you're not gay, but you know, as long as it don't bother you, or as long as it don't have nothing to do with you, it's all right.
And then they got this new thing where they educating these kids on homosexuality. Whatever you feel like at the moment, if you feel like a boy or a girl, then express your feelings at that moment. That's the type of shit they putting in our kids' minds.
Right. Them cartoons, you know, and shit like that, man.
But I thought at a young age they can't think for themselves.
Right.
I thought they need parental guidance. I thought when you look on a movie, it says fucking PG.
Right.
Or rated G.
Right.
For gay, by the way.
Right.
And it just puts me in a mind of training up a child on the way he should go.
Right.
That's parental guidance.
Right.
The real parental guidance, which you filter it through these scriptures.
Right.
Right, because the word parent means to look after.
Right. So a young man can't get a drink, but they can change their sex and get that rod cut off, man.
They can question their sex.
You know? And you got bitch ass niggas like that, man, that go along with that, man.
The fake black Moses.
Yeah. Black ass niggas, man.
He bugged out, man.
Yeah, I know.
I got that for you. This is
Black ass niggas.
1 Corinthians 3:19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh.
Yeah, the wisdom of this world is foolishness. That shit right there, man. You know? But another one is Gay Pride, Father's Day, Mother's Day, Christmas, whatever, man. You know, all these philosophies, it's foolishness, man. That's the wisdom of this world, man. You know? That's the wisdom of America. It's foolishness.
For it was written.
Yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
For it was written, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Yeah.
Now you got Father's Day, which doesn't get as much input as Mother's Day. You know? And, you know, they don't. That's like breast cancer awareness. That gets more input than prostate cancer. Because Mother's Day is the worshipful queen of heaven. Father's Day is technically another part of worshiping the Queen of Heaven. Because that's the only time fathers on Father's Day would get little infants and put them in little strollers and shit and act like they're a father, when really they're playing a role as a mother.
And then any man should feel less of a man if they need a data for them to feel like a father. And that's what you spoke. You giving honor to days and things that people should be doing anyway, like being a mother and a father.
That's something you're supposed to do anyway. There ain't no special day for that. And why is it a special day? That means you excluded all the other days as being a father.
Or just like the Christmas, even though that's not really worshiping outside, but or the birthday outside. But why do you gotta wait a certain day to worship the Lord? You know, shouldn't you be doing that every day? I mean, He's the Creator. You know.
And again, the Lord knows that the thoughts of the wise and they are vain.
So that's still going on today. Like the wise of this world, like their teachers, you know. But He know that all this shit can do is late, you know. And the least know. That's why He's doing what He's doing.
Therefore, let no man glory in men. And that's what you do. You worship yourself. You glory in men. Their traditions. Men's ways, man. What the hell is a Father's Day, man?
You get this real quick, Romans 8 and I believe 4. You know, because you just made a point about, you know, because we don't follow the flesh, man. That's, you know, we're spiritual. And I was going into the churches. That's also part of the wicked, the wisdom of this world. You know, these churches. I believe that's one right there. These fucking churches, man. You know, now you can always tell the church going look, man. You know, that's also wisdom of the world, huh?
The churches.
Oh yeah, I was just talking about the churches because you just mentioned flesh. But you know, the churches and Father's Day and gay pride kind of mix in together, because they still say in the churches that, yeah, I worship the Lord, but gay pride is hard.
Hey, and they also honoring Mother's Day and Father's Day.
And they also honor Mother's Day and Father's Day. Yeah, come on, that's right. Easter, Christmas, you know, like I said, they all mingling together, man. You know, and that's why we enjoy getting on the church going people out here, man. You know, it could, like we were saying last Sunday, that you could tell that look on their face, man. Like, you could tell who go to church and who don't. You know, they just got that look. Romans 8 and 4, where it say,
It's Romans 8 and 4, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit.
Right. So the righteousness of the law, you know. So we're after the Spirit, man. That's how we can tell. You know, we read spirits out here. Like, okay, we could, you know, we can like a light skinned looking Jake can walk by. We're not quick to say, oh yeah, man, that's a fucking Edomite. You know, like, we know this guy here is a Jake. We ain't even gotta read the spirit of that. You know.
Also,
that was fucked out.
My bad. It says that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. You know, you walking after the pleasing your flesh, and if you follow these days, because them days give you a special feeling, like you're important. They give you a feeling of being needed, man. I mean, you should be doing these things anyway. Continue on.
And if I can say this too, because if you repeat that verse,
that Romans 8 and 4. That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit.
Yeah, when you like look at this guy, you know, a good example. You know, you gotta look like how about you outside, buck them out. You know what I'm saying? Like you got many people that been in situations like him. You know what I'm saying? That probably was homeless. You know what I'm saying? The homicide himself was homeless. But
kept their sanity, right?
Yeah, no, that's the point. They kept their sanity, you know. And this world is meant to make you go insane. You know what I'm saying? Like Father's Day, that's insane. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff is insane. Like the problems aren't being fixed. No matter how many times you celebrate Father's Day, these niggas really ain't in their children's lives.
No,
You know what I'm saying? For a day.
Yeah. But then you got
maybe
women.
not even full day. It's like,
No, you good. Then you got the women that say Happy Father's Day to me. Like, now, these women are vain, man. They want all the glory, man, because the scriptures say, well, the women show compassion, man, and that's shown with these holidays, man. The glory, like he said, the glorification of Mother's Day, the exalting of, or making it be more important for breast cancer awareness rather than prostate cancer. That's everything going over the woman, man. Everything's womanly going over the man.
Right, what they do is they switch it. You know, the father's the one that represents, really supposed to represent life, but when they switched it, that's why they give the Mother's Day first, and then the father. Because the father really is, they believe life begins with the mother. And then here comes the father planting the seed. Well, they figure the father's seed don't have life, but the mother's ovaries do. So really, when you worship Father's Day, you're technically still worshiping Mother's Day. It's just another form of Mother's Day worship, because it's called fertility. We represent fertility, right? So that's why they have us worshiping Father's Day, for represent fertility, when it's actually you're praising the Queen of Heaven. And I got a statement from here, a document or whatever. It says the truth behind Mother's Day and Father's Day, which they go off because I know a little bit more of the history of this guy, dude, whoever it is. It says Mother's Day dates back to ancient cultures in Greece and Rome. And both cultures, Mother Goddess, Queen of Heaven, were worshipped during the springtime and religious festivals. The other festival they have is the Gay Pride.
To add to that, when spring brings forth new life, so that adds to the fertility too.
That adds for the fertility, right? And that's the spring solstice, okay? The ancient Greeks paid tribute to the powerful goddess Rhea. That's where you get Rihanna. She's a deity, a worship of the Greeks, the pagans, okay? The wife of Cronus, which was a devil worshiper. It says, known as the mother of gods, Queen of Heaven. Similarly, evidence of the 3-day Rome festival in mid-March called Hilaria to honor the Roman goddess Magna, Mater. Y'all heard the word Mater, you know? Like one of them cartoons or whatever. The cars. That's where they get it from, man. Or a great mother dates back to 250 BC. That's where they get, that is correct. See, the Greeks and the Romans, they took on the customs of ancient Samaria, okay? Before the Babylonian Empire. Because really it was a Sumerian tradition. And they took it on because the Queen of Heaven, Semiramis, people want to call her that, supposed to had a son, Nimrod, and when he died, she got pregnant again, and she claimed that the son fertilized her. So that's why you have the god of the sun god, and then you had the moon god. I'm not going to go all into that, but basically the Father's Day and the Mother's Day simultaneously goes back to the Queen of Heaven. Woman worship. That's all it is. And what do the scriptures say, man? You know, the scriptures is against that. But our people claim to know the Bible, they claim to read the Bible, but Mother's Day is not in there. In fact, the Mother's Day that's in there is satanic. Because you know what the men did in the Mother's Day festivals? The woman was worshiping the Queen of Heaven, and the fathers followed it, the husbands followed it. That's where you get the Mother's and Father's Day, man. You know, go ahead, Al.
it's all demonic. It's not but Satan worship, like the brother said. It's not but Satan worship. That's why this place gotta be destroyed, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
You get a day that's something you're supposed to do anyway.
right. What you know, a mother's supposed to be a mother, a father's supposed to be a father. You know? There should be a specific day, man. That's why this place gotta be destroyed, man. It's not but confusion. And you got the black nigga woman mugging us and shit, man. I don't give a fuck. You know, the black nigga woman is gonna be the first one to run to a fucking man of the Lord, man. When this place shut down. Go ahead.
You got a precept out?
Yeah, if you had a precept, read it.
Bring it out.
Alright.
You
This
ain't
is
gonna be seeing no women out here running their goddamn mouths, man, when this place shut down. You know? When them Baltimore riots happened, you didn't see no women out there doing that shit. It was all crazy monkey ass niggas, man.
You did see crazy nigga woman running in the fucking hedge. You ain't see him out there in the midst of the hedge.
Yeah, I know what you
Some
mean.
real shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was, you know? But when this place shut down, they ain't gonna be running in no hands though either.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be doing nothing,
We
man.
running to the arms of the men of the Lord, man.
That's right.
7 women show lay hold on one man.
That's right.
If you paraphrase, you know.
That's right.
You got your precept out.
Yeah, go ahead. I ain't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
Alright. This is Jude 1 and 7. Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over fornication and going after strange flesh.
Right. Now, going back. Now, Sodom and Gomorrah is right now. Both cities mixed in one. You know.
It really was 5.
Oh, 5,
If I'm
yeah.
not mistaken, right?
5.
2 or 3 neighboring cities. Well, which represents Sodom and Gomorrah.
You know? But that strange flesh, man, like
get ready to get to that.
that trannies and shit, man. You know?
Yeah,
You
that's
got-
real strange right
We
there.
got, 'cause I don't know if brother said it, but right now we got this little Baltimore Pride Parade, you know, going on. What's that, Charles Street?
Cathedral Charles.
Yeah,
We ain't put some down there.
yeah.
Oh, man.
I couldn't get down there.
But you know, they got all type of demonic activity. It's a high spirit, or high demonic vibration down there, man. You know, don't drive down there and look at any of that shit, man.
Right.
You know, and then here go the thing like the whole bisexual, so-called bisexual thing, man. You know, we don't support that stuff, man. You know,
Y'all believe in gay pride? You support gay pride?
of course.
But you have a woman here. You bisexual?
Oh my goodness, you bisexual.
Ain't no such thing as bisexual, by the way. If you like a man, you're a faggot.
That's right.
You got one saying those words, man. You got Say you a flame-o.
And he said, thank you.
Flame-on,
That's a heathen, nigga.
flame on, flame off.
Yeah, that's definitely a heathen anyway, man. He gonna be destroyed anyway.
And our people that too. I mean, whether he is an Israelite or a heathen,
Yeah, he
our
gonna be
people are
destroyed,
fucking
yeah.
heathens too.
Yep, that's wrong.
At this point.
Right.
Because it don't matter if they Israelites at this point. They heathens.
Right.
They following heathenistic customs.
Right.
And I'm like, you walking with a woman. So she probably straps on the dildo.
That definitely goes on with them. That you can tell.
Flip flop like
She
a
probably
pancake.
straps on the dildo and shit.
Yep.
Multiple flavors, you
Right.
know?
Take.
Turn
You know?
over, it's my turn.
Yeah, it's my turn.
Yep.
And women, you know, women are weak vessel. They support that shit, man. They say they give guys great orgasms. Well, you let them motherfuckers figure that out, man. We ain't for that shit. We don't support it. Romans, first chapter. We don't support it.
You know? Right. Scriptures are against it, and the Lord is against it. You know, as Leviticus. Was it Leviticus? Yeah, it was Leviticus, and yeah, it was.
Look at that.
And it's also a matter of if you're not you can't be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like you got a lot of people that claim to be in the middle of it. It's either you against it or no you're not for it. You know what I'm saying? Or you're not it's either yes you with it or
nay.
yes you not.
You know, yay be yay, your nay be nay.
Yeah. So a lot of people they try to be in that middle.
Yeah. Well, you know, I probably don't agree with it.
As long as it ain't me.
Yeah, as long as it ain't me. I ain't worried about it. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And whatever. You know. So you telling me if you got a son, you don't have a problem with your son looking at a thing, trying to make sure, you know, trying to think, is that a man or a woman? It shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, then
you know,
your son bring a thing home.
yeah, bring one of them fucking things home. Yeah, you know, that's crazy. You know, and then your son goes right along with it. Then what you gonna say? Well, I mean, that's my son's choice. You know, it ain't me. I got nothing to do with it. That means you a coon, man.
Hey, that means you want
That means you a faggot too.
you got a son and your son bring a thing home and that thing that start talking to your son like he the fucking woman.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna be like, where's the balance at? You know?
You gotta have something to fight for.
I mean,
man.
look at Will Smith and his son.
Jaden,
Jaden, yeah. And look at both of them and his daughter. You know,
he gave them up, man.
He gave them up. So I mean, they all faggots. So you know, it ain't no confusion in that right there. You know, that's just a gay ran family. Start with him. You know. And I feel sorry for. I still feel kind of feel sorry for his son, man. Like that's crazy. You know.
They just took him, man.
Yeah.
And when he turned 18, he's gonna get his rod chopped off.
Yeah.
It's like, god damn. He don't even. Yeah, that's what he said.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. That means he's a pure. And then I guess he's gonna chop it off and give it to his sister. I don't know.
So they can show that bitch on.
She wants a rod and he don't want it. God damn. They got penis replacements. I don't know. That's crazy. Do y'all believe in the gay pride? You believe in gay pride? Gay pride.
Hey,
Do you believe in the Lord?
Yeah,
That's a weirdo. That's a weirdo, man.
He's about the one with the black hair. Yeah, he do like Professor Stick, don't he?
Yeah, but he looks sweet, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Look at him fondling himself and shit.
Yeah, he got a hole in his pocket and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Pocket full and shit.
This is one of the best scriptures soon. This is Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman.
That's a prime example with this walk by. You know? Go ahead.
Both of them have committed an abomination.
Right. So they both committed an abomination. So, you know, you lay with you got a woman, but yet you claim you're bisexual, so you like men too. And ain't no such thing as bisexual, man. If you like a man, then you're gay, man. You know? If you like a woman, you know, ain't no such thing as bisexual. It's either you, what they say, you are or you're not. You know?
Yeah, that bisexual shit be fucking up it don't really fuck up the polygamy thing, but these bisexual women be trying to make it seem like, well, if you can get other women, then I'm supposed to be able to get other men.
Well, that's how all these women thinking now.
Well, if you want a sister wife, then I need to be that we both need to be laying down with her and having threesomes and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's how the women think. The women think you got all a bunch of women, I could have a bunch of men. And get your goddamn shit reamed out, man.
All these women are
defiled.
Yeah, I would like to see how that works.
They're defiled.
That's when the what was that? The Steve Wilkos show come on. That's where they come in. I don't watch it either. I just, you know, that's where it comes in. Or Jerry Springer. You know, that's where that shit comes in. You know,
And then the bitch lie and say, well, by the time she get to you after 50 times, I only had 4 men in my life.
Tom said. I don't know if that's the whole point, because I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's a form of Islam. But I'm not talking about that. By the time the woman gets to you after 50 men, I only had 4 men in my life.
Right. Tom said.
Or but they don't count the one night stands, the club nights.
Yeah,
I just want to put that in.
They trying to forget that.
Yeah.
One of the bras I was talking to, she said she only slept with 10.
guys or whatever. I said, you lying. I said, you lying.
20 of them don't count.
Then the next day she was like, you know what? I forgot it was 4 more. I said, yeah, there's probably another 15.
There's probably another 10 more.
Right.
And the recollection comes back. And it's because they dress like that. Put the goddamn flashing shit hanging out, man.
Got on Martis Earl or whatever.
Right.
And they turned around and got that other woman walking to do that.
With all that Kraft cheese hanging out and shit, man.
It shows you how inconsistent Islam is. Man. It gives you room to be a nigga.
Yep.
The truth don't give you the room to be a nigga, man.
Yep. Well, you got niggas in the truth too, though.
You got niggas in the truth. Niggas in garbage.
Yeah, man.
Y'all should
No, he ain't wrong.
Anyway, keep going on that.
All right.
Okay, start over.
All right.
Do you believe in the Lord, ma'am? What is his name? That's not his name. The letter J isn't 400 years old.
You're supposed to stand and fight for the Lord.
If you really believe,
We ain't telling no women to fight for the Lord because that's going to bring that much confusion.
it really is.
That big mouth bitch going to come up here and start talking shit.
Turn into a cat fight.
Yeah.
No, if you
But you know what?
market
She could be humbled, man. You can see it in the spirit.
Yeah.
She look like one of them Jehovah's Witnesses.
All right, go ahead, keep reading now.
Yeah, he's got to add this.
With all that paint on his face.
Yes.
I'll
Name is
start off.
Jesus Christ.
That's just the greatest question. Do you believe in the Lord? Do you believe in gay pride? You know, like the Christians say. Okay, go ahead, keep reading. Man.
All right, I'll start over. If a man also love with mankind, as he loved with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination.
An abomination is something that's really, really disgusting, man. You know, like something that you just like will make you want to throw up. You know, that's what abomination is, man. Okay, something just grimy, man. Okay, like you know, not to get graphic or anything like that, but you know, the act of another man doing what they do to another man, like that's filthy, man. You know, you ain't supposed to be doing that shit, and that's really selfishness when you boil it all down, because you ain't brought up no nation from off of that. Can't nothing good come out of fucking homosexuality, man.
Well, it's for population control.
Yeah, that's genocide, man. You know, when you go into fucking almost, that's where diseases come from. You know, a fucking faggot going to go lay with another man. Then you got these niggas out here that are fucking down low niggas, man. You know, down low. Which you said it earlier. We can read spirits. We can tell when a fucking nigga is down low, man. You know.
Like that ticket man.
See, these niggas be trying to make it seem like they are cool, but then guess what? They'll ride by that fucking Baltimore Pride Parade and they'll look at them trainees and shit, man.
And I think nothing of it.
Right.
As long as it ain't me.
And a lot of these niggas be people in positions of power. You know?
Yeah.
Be your general manager at your job. You know? What the scripture say? Well, yeah, you got them, these masons and shit, but you got the scripture that says that the wicked prosper, man. So them people that be at the top of the food chain, so to say, they be the most wicked people, and they be the people that be into that stuff.
Yeah.
Heck, in order to get to that position, you have to bend over a desk.
Yeah. That goes on even in these so-called corporate jobs. When you go higher in the corporate ladder,
The nigga woman gotta get down on her knees in order to get that position.
Yep.
You know?
I got a
And
piece.
if I can say this, because they had this thing in Hollywood, right, where you have to sign a contract, right? If you're a male and you want to be like in the entertainment industry in Hollywood, they have this thing where you sign this contract for a year. right? And these people, they'll give you an agent, right? It's another male agent, and he'll tell you, okay, well, Love and Hip Hop is scheduled to air today. So come up in. That's where you see the people that be in the Love and Hip Hop in the background. You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, a fight happened, and then they just pan the camera right there to one of the people, and they just be so awed, you know, looking at the whole time. You know, but the thing is that these people over there in Hollywood, you know, they signed this contract, and the man that's their agent, he has to have sex with this man, okay, in less than a year, okay? And if you don't have sex with that man in a year, then you basically out the game. You know what I'm saying? So that man has to put you out there in order to put your name out there, you know? And that's how people be getting up there, man, getting some type of notoriety.
He said something about how we can tell these versus down low niggas. This is Ciroc, 19 and 29. A man may be known by his look,
right, in his eyes. Like the scriptures talk about, a hardy woman is known from her eyelids. You know, a man you can tell when a man, you know, is a fucking faggot and shit, man. You look at that crotch and shit, man. You know,
going back into what you were saying about the entertainment business, some of them, Jake, they're not really homosexuals, but what happened is they're almost forced to do it. Like the Mark of the Beast is going to be almost where you're forced to do it. Now, you have what you call 100,000, well, you got the $1 Million Club, man. You know, the $20 million club. You know, you gotta either make a sacrifice or labor somebody. That's why they call it secret, the casting couch. All those Jews that's running Hollywood, the fake Jews, the majority of them are homosexuals, man. And like the brother said, you have to sleep with it. They have those parties. Didn't Floyd Mayweather and Justin Bieber have a private party? Yeah, there was quite a few people exposed that. Professor Griff, you know? So you gotta be a homosexual to make it, man.
it says, and one that have understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him.
Yeah, you see it. Like, and one thing with these faggots too, they always had a sharp and shape up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, God damn, how the fuck this shape up get that sharp?
That's
These niggas be they into vanity. You know what I'm saying? And they just into the most feminine things, man.
That's why in the truth you shouldn't be getting sharp shape ups, man.
You know? Shouldn't be getting shape ups, period.
Yeah. Well, you could even it off. You just can't take that razor to it. You know? Like you got hair growing all the way down your neck and shit. Your hairline down on your back, you can cut that shit off, man. But you ain't supposed to line up, man.
Marring the edges of your
head. Sharpen it, making it crispy and crisp there.
Yeah.
You know? If you got some hair on your forehead, you cut that off. But when they talk about a razor, let's get that clippers with that sharp razor or that blade and cut it into the, because you bleed.
Yeah, you get them hair bumps and stuff too. You know?
That's why when they put the alcohol on it, it burns. You know, cut into your skin.
It's not supposed to look like you're being vain. You're not supposed to be trying to look pretty. You know? You can cut it, you know, but you can't line it up, man.
And a lot of these niggas be having that purple hair and all that stuff. You gotta know. You gotta know if they doing some shit like that. You know, a fucking faggot might can talk that if they didn't already do it. You know, probably can get at that nigga, man. You know? That gotta be the jig. That's probably know that jig. Gotta be that.
When I be walking, some of them rats be doing that shit, man. Some of them rats are Jake.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, some of them rats be doing that shit.
Some of them, if they ain't a rat if they Jake. Yeah. You know what you're saying?
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
I went in the gas station, I was cranking this some years back. I had a little system back then. And there was two rats walking. Yeah. And one of them started bopping and dancing and bopping their head to the beat and shit. Yeah. And he's like, yeah, he walked like, and the other one just stupid shit. Yeah, I was like, that was a Jake. Yeah. Man, with an Edomite. Yeah. You know?
Jake stand out.
Jake just,
That's why Jake is the most flamboyant thing.
and then You got other Israelite groups. This guy might want to learn. But off the top, he's looking like they hate me because I got white skin.
That guy's a
All
white
along,
man.
he could be a Jake.
And even on the flip side of that, you can be dark as hell. You African, you can't come here.
Yep. And you got some of our people look like Jakes. They're the heathens. Come on in, black man.
Yeah.
Your
You
father's
really
in
let
it.
the heathens in your camp.
It's 19 and 30. If somebody could get that, yeah, you get 19 and 30. You know?
You got the oldest scripture. Go ahead, read that while I get it.
Okay. This is 1 Corinthians 6 and 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor adulterers.
Idolaters that father's day. Read it over again. Break it down, man.
All right.
You got, every time you say you got to break it down. Okay, go ahead.
Know
Start over.
Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of Yahweh?
Right now, being unrighteous was about 98.9% of this earth's population. You know, that's the unrighteous. You know, go ahead.
66.6 of our people gonna die, man.
Yep, gone.
Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters.
Idolaters, yeah.
Idolaters.
The brother said it's idolaters, father state holiday worshippers and stuff like that. Idols.
You got fornication. You know, because they say
Fornication.
people think that fornication is when a man has sex with another woman before marriage. It's not fornication, man. There's many different ways of fornication. Now that fucking shit that they call fucking LGBT, that's fornication, man. You know? And that's not marriage, man. The whole idea that homosexuals can get married, you know?
Make it up to the kingdom of heaven.
These churches be the first ones that be doing that shit. That's because they want money. You know?
You're right. And then, just like you were saying about the church and this so-called Pride weekend, is a church here in Baltimore that's sponsoring that Pride stuff.
I seen that on Charles.
I don't know where
I
it
seen
is.
it on Charles.
Yet you worship the Lord.
Matter of fact, it's two. St. Luke's something church and it's another church.
Yet you believe in Jesus Christ. You know? And you see where that spirit of Jesus Christ got people worshiping that shit. Who the hell is Jesus? You know? Yeah, that guy right there. Cause this guy was a pure faggot. He was probably one of the biggest faggots on this earth, man. You know? That's where the spirit of Jesus Christ got everybody. You know? Now that spirit of Yahweh by Shemi Shah is the missiles. You know, coming to destroy this place, man. It's destruction. Before that, school shootings, terrorist attacks. You know? That fire that happened at the gay pride, I think in China or somewhere around there, somewhere over there.
Just last year, they're shooting in Pride Month down in Orlando.
That's the spirit of Yahweh by Shemi Shah, man. You know? So as right now, the spirit of Yahweh by Shemi Shah is destruction. You know, to this wicked ass place, man. You know?
We can't wait for that, man.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that, man. Yeah, keep going on that, huh?
Yeah, keep going.
Nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers.
Effeminate means don't have faith. You know, faithless. But here go the thing, right? All of these things a person can repent from. You know what I'm saying? But when you basically don't follow these things and you go against what the Holy Spirit says, you basically you don't you're not good enough for salvation, man. Okay? Because the people that's meant to repent are going to repent from these things, man. Okay? Now, brothers, you know, in the scriptures it says, any sin can be forgiven except for the blasphemy of the Holy Spirit. You know, when you sit up there and say, forget what those guys right there on the corner are speaking, I'm gonna just walk across the street when it's the right time, you know.
I knew he was
I knew
yeah, he was looking at this shit.
Black crispy nigga probably got some fucking Yoo-hoo donuts in his motherfucking bag.
But you can tell these people be listening though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And how would he know if he was talking? How would he know if he was talking about him or not? He just had to say something.
You guys got some pork rinds in his
You can
bag.
tell these people be listening, man. What you ain't dumb?
He put that hook on it. He put that hook
He had headphones on, he took the headphones off. He had the headphones on, he turned it down because you can listen through the headphones. So he wanted to make us seem like he ain't listening. So then he gets across the street and flip the headphones out.
Yeah.
The effeminate. That's what the brother just said.
Yeah, right.
The faithless, you know?
I hope they don't say nothing to me.
Yeah. Nobody will say nothing. Gremlin ass, man. Keep going on. A little Ewok.
Nor abusers of themselves with mankind.
Hey, trannies and shit, man.
I had big ass lips too. Okay, lip all on me and shit. Yeah, fat ass mouth.
You got it, Doc.
You bring that out, huh? You want to be called for that.
It's Sirach, yeah, come on. It's Sirach 19 and 30. A man's attire.
Yeah, a lot of these niggas be wearing skinny jeans and shit. You know?
They can't fit.
Wearing pink and shit. Hey, why you got fringes on your skirt, man? Can you come in right fast? I got a couple questions for you.
The demons get scared, man.
What tribe she from? East?
I don't claim to be some Native American.
Yeah.
She knows she an Edomite? Oh yeah, you go into these stores nowadays, right? A lot of these stores be having fucking feminine clothing and that shit, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
For men.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The shoes be having all
And then
different types of colors and
And
shit.
then these niggas get shit that can't fit them.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you doing wearing something that's small? Like, if you're wearing skinny jeans, you know you can't fit skinny jeans. What the fuck are you doing, man? You know? You fucking niggas, man, y'all effeminate as hell. I'm gonna keep going. And excessive laughter.
Yeah, a lot of these niggas be gay, laughing all the goddamn time. You know?
Giggling. They ain't laughing, it's giggling right there. Giggle, yeah, cackle, yeah, shit. And gait.
And that's when a man be walking, man. You know, you can tell from his walk. And we know the Lord always sets an example. He's always going to set an example, one way or another, man. You know? But that's when that man be walking, man. You know? You can tell, man. You know, and they go to the little Zebulon night, man, that was here last time, man. You know? The Zebulon night. Oh, it's about him right here. Yeah. Yeah? You got it out.
And see what he is.
So that he gay. You know, you got it out.
That scripture's on point. A man is known by his gait. And the way he appears, his appearance, his whole spirit about him. You know, that's how a man is known.
You can't even like you remember when they used to, you know, do the little, you know, you can't even walk like that no more. Niggas be walking like that. They like on the wire, niggas was gay like that, man.
Right.
You know, the toughest niggas was the homosexuals and shit, man.
Yeah. Shit, that's even going on in the streets right now. Yeah, you got homo fucking going on.
Oh, and the wire that black dude.
Homo.
Yeah. Played Chalky in that other show. But he looked like a showing up thug and shit, man. But he's slopping his tongue down another man's throat, man.
And what kind of man to take that role on as an actor? Kiss the scene with another man. Somebody who don't mind bending over the couch. Exactly, because that lets you know that they had no problem bending over that couch to get that role.
We got Will Smith.
Oh
We
man.
got
Denzel, all of them.
Hold on, but But when the director say, all right, we casting you, right? We want to check and see if you're going to get this role, right? You're going to play this homosexual. Why would you even sign up for that shit?
Yeah, right. Like, fuck that. Give me something else.
We need you to the kiss to see whether or not it's going to look right on camera.
Matter of fact, it's me.
The nigga Sean Wayne, he play a faggy every role he got. Every role he play on.
Well, before they even get to that point, some of them go through the Masonic Lodge, man.
Yeah.
So some of them are already introduced to it.
All them black actors and athletes are involved in the play.
Like look at Ray Lewis. You know, he didn't come in the league as no homo, but they throw that money, you know, that money, man. That what the Jews call the shekels. That make Jake turn from the truth.
And they know our people ain't never had nothing, so they like, oh, throwing something, give them this little bit, and they'll flip over. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Through oppression. Yeah. That's why you don't want to hit the lottery for $1 billion, man. Because that's the Lord saying, hey, he not dealing with you.
We say a gift destroys the heart. You know, a real man of the Lord ain't gonna come into that type of money. And if they do, Lord willing, you know they're gonna do the right thing with it.
You're gonna do the right thing with it. You know? Help the brotherhood, you know? And then you gotta be careful of brothers. They will utterly supplant. The brothers you ain't even know, guys that ain't even in the truth, step in. I'm in the truth now. I know I'm an Israelite. That money will make people Israelites, man. Yeah. That's why we know it's sellouts in the truth.
All right. This is Psalms 82 and 5. They know not either will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
Everything's out of course, man. Even down to the animals, man. You start to see videos of dogs getting stuck having sex with chickens.
Lions. With the lions, you had the, you know, anybody know that a male lion, the dominant male, he the one that always get all the women. I seen a video where it was one female lion and 4 male lions, and they was going up in one beyond the other, man.
Yeah, the animals are out of course, man. And you can clearly see that the nature of the people is out of course. You know, you got so-called straight people that go to the gay pride parade because they say it's entertaining and it's interesting.
And also, you got some niggas that go claim they ain't gay, but they go to the gay pride talking about it's women there. That's how you get women, man.
Right.
Why would you want to affiliate yourself with some foolishness like that?
Right. It says follow not a multitude to do evil. And that's a multitude of evil up there, up yonder.
Shit, even in this atmosphere we in right now.
Yeah.
It ain't just caught up to that right there. This whole town fucked up.
Yeah, because some of the remnants of the parade, they make their way to Fells Point because this way they can come and drink, relax, have a good day in the sun, you know, a gay old time.
Right.
Flintstones. That was it on that?
Yeah, come.
You can get Psalms 24 and 1. Yeah, man, that's the time that we're in today, man. Where all manners of wickedness is taking hold of the people, man. But it's not taking hold of the elect. You know, the Lord's men. Okay, even the females that listen, the Aquafian that listen. You know.
All right, this is Psalms 24 and 1. The earth is the Lord's, and the fullness thereof.
Everything it says is the Lord's, man. And like we brought out earlier, the Lord gave these homosexuals, I'm not gonna say dyke them, they all the same. He gave them over to their own vile affections, man. And all of this is the Lord's, man. What it says, should there be evil done in the city and I not know it? The Lord do the evil and the good, man.
Hey,
that's the balance of it.
The Lord is the creator of all things.
All right.
Continuing on, the world and they that dwell therein. So I mean, that's pretty much what the brother just brought out. The world and the people therein.
Animals.
Yeah,
everything. Man. We hardly see, like on a day like today as a kid, you see butterflies. Later on at night, you would see fireflies, lightning bugs. You don't even see that no more, man. Look at this shit. This guy willing to, well, this is out of course, man. He's willing to risk his life to get on a goddamn bus, man.
The free bus.
What is so important? People gotta get to places, man. Yeah, he was in the middle of
his life for a free
He
ride.
almost risked his life for a free ride, man.
Almost got hit.
This place is gone, man. And the only thing that's sane here is what you see right here, man. The men that's around the world doing this. This righteous work, man. It's gone. This place gotta go, man. It's vexing every day you gotta spend it, man. It's gone. You know? And it's okay to complain to the Lord. He said complaining to him, man. That's right. Put it on his shoulders, man. You know, but don't get to the point where you complaining and you just in that woe is me, man. The Lord understands that we hurt, man. He want to hear us or what a righteous cry out to him, man. Come.
Yeah.
No, you get Isaiah 24 and 1. Yeah, man. Hook it up for yours. We'll hook up the Hamiyans, but he left.
Oh, he left.
Yeah. You got it. We back on.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I was saying that the whole thing of the gay pride thing, you know what I'm saying, is basically you got pride in something that ain't, you know, who you actually think that you're supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That's why with us, like, as far as being righteous, you know what I'm saying, Lord willing we're not our own righteousness, you know, but the Lord's righteousness.
We got that trigger in us to let us know that this ain't right. You know, these people don't have that. They don't have that balance.
Yeah, no, but here go the thing though. A lot of these homosexuals know that shit ain't right.
I was going to say that.
They know that they ain't right.
I heard a girl say that shit. I know it's wrong, but it just feels good.
Yeah.
Let me bring the scripture out. It's Proverbs 8:13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogance in the evil way. Like you just said, you know, they know what they doing, but they got that pride in them to do the wrong things. And the Lord say he hate that, man.
Right. And he hates arrogance too, though. You know.
And
we don't have arrogance. We got confidence. You know, confidence in the Lord.
That's faith. Confidence is faith.
That's faith. You got it.
Oh, I mean, to finish that off, it said in the forward mouth, do I hate? And that's setting up there going into those, since we on the pride thing, a lot of those homosexuals and those 2/3 niggas, man, they got a forward mouth, man. And the Lord hated it.
Like you said, they know it's wrong, but yet it feels good to them, so they continue to do it. Bring that back out.
I got scripture. Proverbs 9:17. Stolen waters are sweet, and bread eaten in secret is pleasant. When you go into that, you know, a lot of niggas, they got this mindset. Oh, the one Isaiah 24:1. They say stolen waters are sweet. You got a lot of niggas out here that oh, I stole this nigga girl. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing. You know, he can be, you know, wifing her and all this stuff, but I just take one day with her. You know, that's all I need. But then you also got the bread eating in secret. You know, like you said, that woman, you know, I know it's wrong, but it still feels good. You know, because it's pleasant to them. You know, you got to know that these people are doing it because it's pleasurable onto them. A pleasure out of doing that, like when a person eats crabs or shrimp, it's a pleasure to them. You know what I'm saying? When a person is able to get over on somebody, that's a pleasure onto them.
Some of them get a rush.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a demon on them, because when they do it and they get over and they get that feeling, it make them want to do it more. They get, like you said, they get pleasure out of it.
It becomes addictive because when you know you're getting away with it, that's why a thief starts off young. They start, you know, stealing cookies out the jar, and then they see that they could get away with it. Then they start doing it even more, and they develop that pattern of being a thief, man. Then later on in life, because they've been getting away with it for so long, they do it even in their adulthood, man. They turn into thieves, man.
Don't even know why they do it.
Yeah.
Well, it's your forte, you know, you get a hobby behind it.
Yep.
Just like getting away with the, you know, drug dealers, selling drugs, you get away with it.
What did Mitch say? it's like magic, a bird, and then when the lights go on, I get a rush. Right. You know, but when the lights go off, are they gonna still feel me? Them drug dealers, it's a lifestyle that's euphoric to them. You know, it's like a high. Some of them even really get high. You know, they start turning to their own product.
That's why you're supposed to chastise your child. You know what I'm saying? When you see they doing wrong, because they say foolishness is in the heart of a child. You know, when it, like you said, the little child start off young, you know, get the cookie. You know what I'm saying? The mother don't do nothing. What? You spoiling the child. You spoil the child. You know, you spare the rod, you spoil the child. You know what I'm saying? And when you spoil that child end up being a demon when they get older. So these little people at these fucking LGBT communities, right there, parents never beat them. You know what I'm saying? They never, and even if the parent did try to beat them, these fucking homosexuals and shit, man, they still got that demon on them that's just meant to be a demon.
Well, why did that happen? Let's get Romans 1:24. I think we read it before. Let's read it again. And you're not gonna read it. I'll just go. Jeremiah 10:23 says, "Oh Lord, I know man is not in the way to directive steps." You know?
I get whatever.
Romans 1:24.
Yeah. I just quoted it. Remember, the Lord said He's going to give us a mouth to speak.
All right,
We're going to get to the point where we're going to really need to pull out scriptures like that.
this is Romans 1:24. Wherefore, Yahweh also hearts to dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
The Lord did that. That's why they say they know it's wrong, but they can't help it. Because why are they the same spirits back from Sodom? When you're preordained to do everything you're doing. So they had no choice. If you're born gay, which is absolutely true, you were born that way. You had no choice but to be gay.
And then they getting fucking butt cancer and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Then you got these women, you got even on the flip side of that, man, women that have sex a lot and let a lot of men skeet in them, they get ovary cancer and stuff like that.
They
man.
get that fibroids too. That's what it is, fibroids.
A lot of these women, like when they get pregnant and then they have an abortion, you know what I'm saying? And then that milk that's in that chest that don't never get out. That's one of the reasons why they be having that breast cancer.
The aluminum in the deodorant, but that's one of the main
It's
causes.
a numerous amount of things. The stress for trying to be the head of the household. All kinds of shit, man.
I got my shooting guard for my squad too.
Yeah, we gonna have women basketball teams.
Well, I already have. I had. Oh, that's okay.
Yeah, that's my shooting guard.
We're gonna trade them.
We're gonna have a draft on draft day.
Yep.
Come on, you got that out?
We're gonna have our basketball team.
It's Isaiah.
In the kingdom. Basketball.
Isaiah 24:1. Behold, the Lord Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, turneth it upside down.
And yeah, as you see, it's being wasted now, man. Everything in it is turned upside down, like we was bringing out early. You know, he's not going to waste the soul that needs to be judged. You know, when it say though judgment is executed speedily, you got all these old senior citizens out here. He's not wasting them. He's saving them for their judgment, man. You're going to see citizens getting cooked, man, getting all types of things done to them. About that nice old lady, she ain't never hurt nobody. No, she did. She ate pork for over 70 years.
And kept feeding it to everybody when she knew what's supposed to be cooked.
And sometimes they're just to fill a position.
Yeah.
When you only got 4 on the basketball team, you need somebody to fill the position.
Well, they see you forfeit because you ain't got enough players.
Yeah.
You know?
So they're just players on the field, man.
Just a body that can take them fouls.
Yeah, that's all.
12 more fouls.
To help cripple the economy. Just, you know, like the old lady over there with the cane.
It's extras in the movie.
That's all. Like in the Matrix, woman in the red dress. She might just be there to help keep the Social Security check, keep crashing the economy.
Yeah.
You know? Or she might help somebody that's helping us. Who knows?
Lord got ways of doing things.
Or she just suffered in past life by letting her live and be crippled.
Yeah.
A lot of times you live in 90 years, 80, 85, 90 years old, you in suffering, man.
Yeah, I heard the old guy tell me, he said, hey, young man, how you doing? I said, I'm fine. He said, I'm just waiting to die. And I'm like, now how do I respond to that? You know?
Some say it's a kingdom in the sky, you know? Go to the glorious place in the sky,
Yeah,
you know?
There's a ribbon in the sky.
Yeah. Yeah, here comes Stevie Wonder. But Stevie can't see it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they saying he could see
Yeah, how you
it.
see the ribbon in the sky? Let me stop.
He probably could see whole time, live motherfucker. You know, call it.
You know how people niggas.
He got 15 kids. He can see pretty damn
Seeing
good.
something good.
And he on child support.
Huh?
And he on child support.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder.
Hell yeah.
Stevie Wonder on child support.
No wonder he can't afford to get their hair cut, man. Fucking hairline all the way in the middle and shit, man. Maybe he is blind.
Man, that's way over
Yeah.
there, man.
Are y'all Muslims? Islam? Which one? Hare Krishna? We got some shit like
Yeah,
that,
it is.
man.
I heard that shit.
Hare Krishnas and shit.
But yet they don't want to ask though, but yet they accept everybody. Yeah.
They probably done God.
Yeah, still was a little bit more on that.
Yeah, come on. We gonna sit down.
All right. And scattered abroad in the inhabitants thereof. And that's pretty much what the brother was saying. You know, he going scatter the inhabitants, man. And that's the people of this earth, man. All right, going down to 4. This is Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourned and faded away. The world languished it faded away. The hardy people of the earth do languish. Bring it out again.
Yeah. Bring it out again.
Okay. Isaiah 24:4. The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
Turn the camera out.
The earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languisheth and faded away. The hardy people of the earth do languish.
My bad. Yeah. You can break it down if you want.
I mean, I'm gonna bring it out again. The earth mourneth and faded away. I mean, you know, the earth mourneth. It's mourning now, but it ain't that time where it faded away yet.
We in mourning.
Gone. The world languished and faded away. The hardy people of the earth do languish.
Yeah. And the hardy people of the world do language, man. We got a lot of hardy people out here, man. You know, we got a lot of hardy women, a lot of hardy men. You know, but the Lord is looking for the meek and humble in spirit. Is that verse 5?
Verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
And the earth is defiled. Everything under the sun is defiled, man. Even up among where Esau came past his limits. You got space trash. You know, you got pollution in the air. It's a wonder they ain't spraying chemtrails today with a kind of a clear sky today. Then you got look at this pollution, sound pollution. Okay? All this concrete, man. Let's take a look around, man. You see it everywhere, man.
Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, and broken the everlasting covenant.
Changing the orders, giving these fags time, space, shutting down part of the city to have a fucking gay pride parade, man. Putting to the laws, giving these homosexuals rights. Okay? Homosexuals should be put to death. Right? Do you believe in homosexuality? You're right.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, you're a cracker, you're an Edomite as well. And she gonna be my slave in the kingdom. And you're gonna be my slave.
Yeah.
According to the Bible. Okay? Everything we speak is coming out the Bible. It doesn't matter. Because the scriptures say, for what if some did not believe?
They about to get hit. The Spirit of the Lord was about to kill you, man.
And that was the Spirit of the Lord about to take you out. You know, they had to say, you know, they had to scoff. You know, I'm an idiot. Yeah, okay, well, I am. For y'all about Shimmy Al-Shah's sake. We say we are fools for the Lord's sake, man. Is that enough?
No, yeah, it was. My thing is, if
No,
we idiots, you come up here and debate us, and see how much idiots we are then. That's my thing.
Hey, that's because these people not equipped to debate. All they equipped to do is go enjoy their day, man. The Lord is the last thing on these people's minds, man. They don't have no fear, man, because they live in it. Everything is readily available to them, man.
Yeah.
The truck's still running and bringing in products to the States.
Yeah.
You know, they still can go turn their faucet on and wash their car or fill up the kiddie pool because it's a little hot. The kids want to get in the water. You know, they go to amusement parks, school is out. People got the passes to Six Flags and shit like that, man. People still can roam abroad, man. They still could go and do their daily pleasures, man.
And they call us idiots. They can't never prove anything.
But that's what I was saying. They won't come up with debaters.
Yeah, because that's all they got. All they got is that carnal reaction, man. You guys are idiots.
You know what?
You're an idiot.
Like the scriptures say, you shouldn't go on your own understanding. They're going on their own understanding because the Lord ain't revealed it to them. It ain't for them.
Right.
9 times out of 10, they was a heathen anyway. That's why they don't understand. That's why they say we idiots, man.
Just from their reaction and their whole spirit about them, we already know they heathens, man. There's no need to say, you know, there's confusion of faces and some of you. No, not for them, because we brought it out earlier, man. There's no by his gate. Also, we can read spirits, man. Some people you gotta really go through it and try their spirit to see whether or not they of Israel, man. Because you could be turning away somebody who could possibly turn their life around and hear the word. You know?
This is Jeremiah 9:24. But let him that glory in this, that he understands and knoweth me, that I am the Lord Yahweh, which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth.
And that's why we here, man. Because everything he just brought out, it manifests with our spirit. Matter of fact, bring it back out again.
All right, this is Jeremiah 9:24.
10 and 24.
10 and 24.
Oh, that was 9 and 24?
Yeah.
Shit, that was good. Bring that back out.
Okay. This is Jeremiah 9:24. But let him that glorieth in this, that he understand and knoweth me.
See, because we don't glory in ourselves. We don't need Father's Day to, we show Yahweh Shimmy Al-Shah the glory and praise. Keep going.
That I am the Lord Yahweh, which standeth and knoweth me. That I am, that I am the Lord which exercise loving kindness.
He's showing loving kindness now by giving us this grace period to get it right, man.
Judgment.
Condemning you people and bringing forth the elect, Lord willing, you know.
For these things I delight, said the Lord Yahweh.
And the Lord delights in that, man. He delights in seeing his men out here in fear of him, man. He don't delight in seeing you niggas just walking around, ready to go to the next bar, go to the next diner to eat,
Getting yourself together for the Stone Soul picnic.
Yeah, getting ready for the yeah, right. Somebody say, oh, yeah, they cutting the grass, they getting ready for the cookouts.
That's what I was doing last night.
You hear people cutting grass and shit?
Cutting grass and cookouts.
Oh, yeah, come.
I smell nothing but charcoal.
Yeah, I rolled with a few neighbors. All I smell is the dogs and Franks on the
Spring is in the air.
Spring is in the air, right. We moving into summer now, and niggas really ready to turn it up, man. The spirit ready to turn up. These niggas killing each other more.
At the cookout.
At the cookout. And that happened before. A whole party, a whole cookout got shot up before, man.
It ain't nothing wrong with a cookout. Righteously, brothers get together and have a cookout.
Not on the Sabbath.
Not on the Sabbath. Don't strike no fires now. Don't do that. And don't and turn Africans away.
Yeah.
Israelite Africans.
Yeah, Israelite Africans, right. You can't join. You're a heathen.
Yep.
You got it out.
Could it be?
Yeah.
Could it be possible?
Yeah, right. Is it on that? Yeah, right.
Oh, you want me to bring that out?
You can bring it back
10
out
and 24? Yeah, 10
that was
9 and 24.
Yeah, that was 9 and 24. You bring out 10 and 24 now.
This is Jeremiah 10 and 24. Oh Lord, correct me, but with judgment, not in thy anger, lest thou bring me into nothing.
You had a good nap? You had a good nap?
He got fed.
You got fed.
Got that new spirit.
He camped at the camp. So like, go ahead.
This Jeremiah. Oh wow.
What is that?
I don't know.
Jim Curry on
Oh, that's
Living
Jim
Color.
Carrey on Living Color, yeah.
Well,
You bring that back out, huh?
This Jeremiah 10:24.
I can watch it. It might be a training. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
O Lord, correct me, but with judgment, not in thy anger, lest thou bring me to nothing.
Now, you don't want to be corrected in the Lord's anger. Because what happens when the Lord's angry, man, his judgment is death, man. But yeah, you want to be corrected now. You want your chance at correction and correction and repentance now, man.
You want to know what we're talking about?
Yeah.
What we're talking about? Okay, we're talking about, are you a Caucasian?
Yeah.
We're talking about a woman like you. What y'all, remember, your people did to our women, put us in slavery. We're going to do the same to you. We're going to make you concubine. You know what a concubine is? Concubine is a sex slave.
Right.
And I see you getting excited. You're going to be mine, you know, in that day. Okay, all right. Hey, there you go.
Hey,
You can start early if you want.
Right now.
Go look
You
up
know?
Girth.
All right, all right. We'll be here, all right?
Praise the Lord.
Okay.
Praise the Lord, man.
Praise the Lord.
You gotta be like the pastor outside the church, so you something goes right.
Praise the Lord. Praise him.
Yeah,
Praise
but
that.
like the brother was saying earlier about when the Lord was talking to the Israelites, whatever, all those things was happening, and that's what like the scripture was saying. You don't want the Lord to bring that judgment down, man, because it's going to be all kind of famines, pestilence, and that lead to death, man. That sword, man, and you don't want that.
Right.
I mean, you might want it, but if you had any sense, you wouldn't.
Now you take what just happened. You took the black woman and say, in that day you're going to be a good wife, and you're going to do what you're supposed to do. She cussed you out.
She cursed you out.
I'm a
Nigga,
good
fuck
wife
you.
now. Nigga, fuck you. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
do
right.
that.
Salaki, I mean to go up.
And that shows you the difference of the spirit of our women compared to a lot of heathen women. They have more order to them than ours.
They TTG. They trained to go. She was ready to go right now.
She's ready. She's ready.
She was intrigued. She seen men.
Good pick.
I did say Akazaba.
Black men.
Black.
Yeah, definitely.
And she probably got the blackest. No. We gonna stay to the scriptures.
Yeah,
y'all.
stay in the spirit, brothers.
Habakkuk 3 and 2.
Stay in the spirit.
Yeah.
Yep, 3 and 2.
All right, this Habakkuk 3 and 2. O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid. O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the year, make known. In wrath, remembering mercy.
Bring that back out again. My bad.
It's Habakkuk 3 and 2. O Lord, I have heard thy speech and was afraid.
And we spoke on that earlier when we were talking about why there's only 10 commandments given. Because when the people heard the Lord speak, they was in fear, man. That's why he sent now speaks through his prophets. So you should be still fearing the Lord, even though it's just us, man. You look at us as if we just mere men. But we're instruments and we're the mouthpiece of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
O Lord, revive thy work in the midst of the years. In the midst of the years, make known, Salaki.
And that's what we doing, man. We make it known, man. Making known of the things that was known in the ancient time, even now in this present time.
In the wrath, remember mercy.
And in wrath, and that's what we're looking for. When the Lord brings his wrath, that he remembers us and show mercy. Okay? You people not going to get shown mercy. You're going to get the fullest extent of judgment, man.
Come on. That's what you people in the church get it twisted and think when the Lord come back, he died for everybody's sins and all that, and you're going to get mercy. You're going to get mercy for all the stuff you're doing, man. But contrary to what you think, the scriptures say, when the Lord come back, man, he going to come back with a sword, man. He ain't coming back with no open arms. And the love you think he going to show, it ain't going to be no love you want, man. The love he going to show is destruction, man.
And it's still love.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah,
Now,
because I was just adding, because in the end, yeah, you're going to be in the kingdom, but you're going to have the taste of that second death, man.
Come on.
And that's something we trying to get out of, man. We trying to, for the Lord to show mercy and say, hey, you know, faithful servant, you done well. You know? We want to partake, and that's why you might see brothers, you know, they claim possessions and things. We want to partake in the rebuilding of the kingdom, man. We don't want to count. Yeah, that as well. It's more things important than the women that's going to be in the kingdom. That's just part of it. But we want to partake in the rebuilding of the kingdom. We don't want to come back as children in the kingdom.
And also, that the women is a small thing. The number one thing is living in righteousness with everything.
Yeah,
man.
I look forward to being in one with nature more than anything, really. My bad. I love nature growing up, man, and I still do. And I see the state that nature is in and this world is in today, and it just makes you cry out. Okay? Hey, excuse me, can I ask you a question? Hey, what is the main reason why a lot of animals in the nature is suffering?
Animals in the nation?
Animals in nature, like birds, why are they suffering so much? Is there like a nation of people that's doing too much that's been the cause of that? Like building everywhere, pipelines, trying to create nuclear energy?
I suppose it's all related to it, yeah.
Well, what nation of people would that be that's in charge of all that?
That'd be everybody.
No, I would say the so-called white man. We don't hold power in that. We can't go dig pipelines. You know? We can't go do stem cell research. Okay?
You said everybody.
Everybody's not responsible for that, man. There's one breed of people that's responsible for that, and that's the so-called white man, the Edomites of the Bible, man.
I mean, everybody's suffering, but everybody not responsible.
Right. We playing our role in the suffering, man.
Right. But that's Esau for you.
I don't know, man. Now you're going to know, man. That was it on that. Romans 13:11.
People act nonchalant like they don't know what's going on.
No, I got one more.
Ain't no Negro or no Latino or Native American controlling that. You know what I mean? There's not no Negro, Latino, or Native, so-called Negro, Latino, or Native American controlling things.
Where's the Native? Let me ask you out. Where's the Native American branch of NASA?
Right. It don't.
Where's the Latino? Where's the Latino archaeological team going to dig up, trying to find fossil fuel?
It don't exist. If anything, they'll lock them up if he even try to think about doing it.
Where's the Negro fracking company?
Don't exist.
And these gooks going into slavery as well, man. These Moabites, these Ammonites. Okay? You're not Chinese, Korean, or any of that. You have a biblical nationality. It's not on this chart, but in the table of nations, we have every nation of people out here and how they got here. You know? And that's the way around Moab and Ammon. Because when you think about it, when you have incest babies today, or so-called mentally retarded, they all have that look, man. That look of mongoloidism, man.
Down syndrome.
Down syndrome look, man. And they are a product of that, man. That's another lesson, a whole nother topic. But you got it up.
This is Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now is high time to wake out of sleep.
Now, right now, man. While the prophets are still out here. Net neutrality is in effect. Sooner or later, we're going to be chased off the corners. California wants to consider people to register their Bible as lethal weapons, man. Now it's time. Not later, or I'm going to do it next week. Now, man.
Continuing on, for now is our salvation,
Now is our salvation.
nearer than when we believed.
Why? Because we see the prophecies coming to play, man. We know that our salvation is near, man. How much more wicked can this place get, man? We almost on the brink of pedophilia be considered a sexual preference, man. Next year, if it's Lord willing, it's not a gay parade, it's going to be the P at the end, man. LGBTQP, man.
You got openly on homosexual governor candidates running for office, man.
Yeah.
That's just pushing this agenda.
Pushing the envelope.
So how in the world can the laws be made through the scriptures if you got people in office
Right.
that's pushing this agenda, pushing this abominable act?
In God we trust, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Ronald Reagan coined, this is a rough, I don't know what he said, but this is a God-fearing country, you know?
They ain't feeling the
We
God
basically-
we know.
Yeah, they feeling the God of this world. Satan,
Yeah.
the so-called white man, his counterpart. The Lord swore, man.
Wow.
Luke 13:25. We know who the sword is, man. We know the signs of to come, man. You know?
This is Luke 13.
Right. Because we're here to prophesy and to tell Bobby that he's going into slavery. According to the Bible. Brady. Bobby Brady.
This is Luke 13 and 25. This is Yahushua speaking. When once the master of the house is rising up and have shut the door, and ye begin to stand without and to knock at the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open it to us.
Hey, that's how they were with Noah. Running up to the ark. Noah, no, man, please. We believe you now.
And he shall answer and say unto you, I know you not whence ye are.
And the Lord does not agree with homosexuality at all.
Right.
My bad, I'll run that back, that last part.
And ye begin to stand without and to knock at the door, saying, Lord,
Standing on the
Lord.
outside, trying to get in.
Standing without to knock on the door, saying, Lord, Lord, open it to us. And he shall answer and say, no unto you. I know you not.
I don't know you niggas, man. When you had your chance, you walked on by, eating Doritos and shit. Little nigga children, man. This place gotta go, man. And Lord willing, we ain't those ones that's gonna be the victim of that precept, man. On the outside standing without a seat on the chariot, man. With that, I'm gonna pass to the next brother. Shalom.
Yeah, these people done lost their minds. These people don't know basically, these people don't know their left and their rights nowadays. Literally. I mean, by literally, I mean, they don't know what's right and they don't know what's wrong. These people follow after anything that Esau does or anything Esau says. And that's not how it's supposed to be. Because even if they didn't believe in the Most High, if they would have followed the first 5 books of this Bible, they wouldn't even need Esau at this point. These Edomites wouldn't even be relevant to the day. I mean, they would, but not to the point that we're all messed up as much as we are now behind them. This is Esau's fault.
Yeah.
But it's Esau. We're the blame because we kept going on. The Esau that made things worse than what it has to be. If somebody could give me Isaiah 14:21.
Oh, you speak?
Yeah, I speak. That's about it.
I'm good now.
Yeah, 'cause these devils gotta pay.
All right, this Isaiah 14:21. Prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers.
That's right. We got prepared slaughter for these bastards. Why? Because these are the same ones that had us in slavery. Of course, we were supposed to go in slavery, but they wasn't supposed to do all the heinous shit they did to us. They wasn't supposed to do all that stuff. Now look at us. Now we're much more worse off now than we were in slavery. We're all completely backwards. We can't even be complete strong men anymore. Because now we got the women over us. We got Esau down our backs. And then we got our own people down our backs. People in fucking disgrace.
The affliction just don't ever stop. But you know that's all part of the curses for us going off being stiff-necked, man. You know, hey, it's gonna keep on going. All this gonna keep going on, and this is slight because the affliction that we going through is not compared to what Yahweh child went through, man.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have to keep on enduring, man.
Yeah,
no matter how bad it gets.
That's right.
Stay in the spirit. You whatever happened, man, you gotta say the water Yahweh send me out child.
Right. The funny part is we're not even truly in the times of Jacob's trouble yet.
Come on.
That's how serious this is.
It's a prelude.
You got that beginning story. Then the real thing kicks off.
Come on.
You gotta have a build up to even get to the good stuff. What should I say? Get to the good stuff. Because when the time of Jacob's trouble comes, that person cannot get to the end.
Right. And when that's gonna happen, after this chip is fully pushed, man. That's the problem, man. Brothers, people out here, they saying they got the 100% truth, and they ain't bringing it out, man. That chip, that's a big prophecy, man. And you should be pushing that, man. Because ultimately, we know that once that chip come, man, that's it, man. Them trumpets should be blowing, man. When that chip is all the way out, man. Hopefully you're in the right spirit, man. Yeah, it don't matter.
Yeah, I'll let you.
All right. Could you pull Jeremiah 4:22, Brother Kashar?
All right. This is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sardis children. But they have none understanding.
Yeah, I mean, like the Lord say, man, his children are foolish, man. And who's the Lord's children, man? The Israelites, man.
Right.
Not no Moabites, not no goddamn no Edomites, none of that, man. It's the Israelites, man. And they foolish. And how they foolish, man? They sitting out here following other gods, setting up here transgression, being doing all these abominable things, you know. I mean, the brother did bring out earlier about that pride jump, man, and it's just vexing, man, because it's vexing, man, to see. For me, I don't know, anybody else should feel the same way, for you to just be walking and seeing a man and a man holding hands, man. Or you look across the street and see a body with some little short shorts on, and you turn around as a man, man.
Honestly, that's ugly. That's really disgusting.
Yeah.
I know you said vexing, but this is just truly disgusting. Why would I want to see this? First of all, why would I want to accept it? Number one, just because America says it's okay to accept it doesn't mean you have to.
You're absolutely right.
I just fall for the propaganda every time. Why would you say
oh, I'm okay with them doing what they do as long as they don't bring it to me. It don't make no sense. That means that if they bring it to you, then you're not with it.
Right.
So it's either you're with it or you're not. Because if you're with it, you're not one of those homosexuals. If you're not with it, then don't be with it.
Right. There's no such thing as in between. Either you in or you out. There's no such thing as in between.
Right, the scriptures say, let your yea be yea and nay be nay. And ain't no riding the fence. Or what do you call it, playing the 50?
Yeah, playing the 50. Yeah, exactly. Come on, let me some more on that.
They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge.
They wise to do evil, just like I said, that evil, that's like I was talking about going into that pride, man. They wise to pop another man in the butt. They wise to sit up there and have these so-called feast days recognizing fathers on Father's Day, eating these crabs and putting that shrimp in the seafood salad and all that, man. They wise in wickedness. That's Jake for you. The scriptures say they deeds are surpassed the wicked, man. Jake set up there, everything they do, that's just like the brother brought out earlier, man. They gotta take things, everything but things in righteousness, they gotta take it to a higher level. They gotta outdo everybody else in wickedness, man. Never in righteousness, man. Never in righteousness.
Right.
All right, Shalom.
Right, that's the one thing that's this is the number one main thing going on in Babylon. That's the most wickedest thing ever. Yes, Esau, what he did to us was heinous. But this, I think this is on a way far worse a scale than anything. It's one thing to be lynched, hung, and pretty much killed, but it's another thing to actually be a part of this homosexuality. I mean, both are just bad, but damn. I'm not sure which is worse, being tortured or being tortured with this mess.
And all that play into not knowing who you is, man. Not knowing that you're Israelite. Not knowing where you came from, man. That's all part of the curses, man. You got people, it's just Babylon at its best, man. Confusion, man, all the way around. But could you get Proverbs 8 and 13? Like I was saying, man, it's just upside down, man. Everything. I ain't gay. I'm pansexual. I ain't pansexual. I'm bisexual. I ain't no this. I'm a tranny, man. It's everything upside down, man. 8 and 13.
I got it right here.
He missile.
Come on, that's right.
This is Proverbs 8 and 13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy, and the evil way.
Yeah, the fear of the Lord is to hate evil, and that evil, that's what we've been going in all day, man. That's that spirit of Father's Day, pride and all that, man. All that shit evil.
Right.
It's wicked, man. And the Lord hated, man. Hated that, man. It's a scripture slightly paraphrased to say, the Lord saying, I hate of your solemn assemblies and feast days. And all that is tied into what's going on with the gay pride parade and the Father's Day stuff, man.
Right.
All that's tied into one, and the Lord said he hated it, man. And woe to everybody that celebrate that, man. The death and destruction, man. It's coming, man. And just like the brother said, every time we get on a topic, something comes, Lord send examples.
Precept. The Psalms 118 and 104. Through my precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way.
Hey,
Right, so
and that's pretty much to the point. Through the precepts. Bring that one more time.
Yeah. 119 and 104. Through thy precepts I get understanding.
Through these scriptures you get understanding.
Therefore I hate every false way.
Therefore, you hate every false way, every way that ain't contrary to the scriptures. What the Lord tell you to do, you supposed to hate that off the top, man. It ain't no. But we've been doing this like this. Once you awaken to this truth, man, and even when you still a babe, man, you supposed to hate that, man. Because this with the, if you rolling with the Lord, man, ain't no in between, man. It's like I just brought up. There's no in between. You supposed to hate it. And ain't no I believe in an old chapter, I mean the Old Testament, not the New Testament. All this is together, man. It's intertwined together, man.
Yeah, because I mean, the funny, because what he says, actually I'm reading it again. This is Proverbs 8:13. The fear of the Lord is to hate evil. So when it says the fear of the Lord, when we say we fear the Lord, that means we fear not we fear so hopefully we don't go off. Lord willing by His will.
That's right.
To do what these people do. Because if you have a homosexual that claims he fears the Lord, but in the scripture it says if man lies with mankind, he is an abomination unto the Lord. So how are you fearing the Lord if you're lying with mankind? That makes no sense. You're a hypocrite. That means you never feared the Lord.
Right.
That makes you a heathen.
Right.
Ready
Way
to
of the
be
heathen.
destroyed.
Picked up, follow the ways of the heathen.
Right.
Oh yeah, Baba Kashab, could you get Proverbs 16 and 18, Baba Kashab?
This is Proverbs 16 and 18. Pride goeth before destruction.
Pride goes before destruction. All you homosexuals that sit up here and with this pride dancing around, thinking it's okay, man. Your time coming, man. Your hourglass is tipped over, man. And that destruction is coming for you, man. It might not be the next second. It might not be the next minute, man. But you mark my word, mark your y'all words, man. It's coming, man.
Yeah, he saw these niggas trying to sneak, nobody looking at him and turn the hourglass off. Flip it back over.
Yeah, come.
Trying to get more time.
Come.
But see, if they did that, that means they quicken that destruction. Because if you flip it over and the timer starts going, because you see the sand going down. So when you flip it back over and the sands go back down again, you're trying to quicken your death even further.
Right. The Lord gonna make that sand come down faster, because
right.
Then you can't get over on the Lord.
Right.
He see everything. He know everything. He knew you was going to do it before you did it. Yeah.
Exactly. He's like, you want to try to trying to flip this time back again? No, you're just gonna make it faster.
Come on. Good point, huh?
The Lord, you cannot beat the Lord. He knows your game before you do it. Like the brother here said. And a haughty spirit before they fall.
Bring it up again?
Yeah. I saw
the last part.
Okay. And a haughty spirit before they fall.
A haughty spirit before they fall. Before a fall? Oh,
yeah, because that's pretty much that's these people's whore spirit right now.
Bring that back out again, real quick.
All right, I saw it. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall.
Yeah, a haughty spirit before a fall, man. Because right now you see these women, they're in that pride and haughty spirit that they in, when they're not realizing that their fall is coming.
Actually, you want to go both ways. These horse men too.
Yeah.
The men act like women. They know they're no different.
Yeah, come on. He's gonna bring out the definition of haughty.
Both these men and these females act like whores. Well, actually, these women are whores. But these men know better. They want to take on the role of a woman, but yet they can't take on the role of a man.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the man being a man and the woman being a woman?
How's you guys' pride going? Gay Pride Day going? Is it going great? The Lord's going to destroy all those homosexuals. Thus saith the Bible. That's right. He's going to kill all your dreams of togetherness. Okay? The Lord is a separatist. This is the dictionary. I said this is the dictionary. This is the definition of haughty: proud, arrogant, and vain, conceited.
Hey,
snobbish, superior.
Wasn't that an example that just went by?
Those are the Edomites, those are the niggas too. Because you know men are just as
And
valuable
we're
as
gonna
women.
spread them between us.
Come.
Columns, you know? One.
I'll take,
We just gonna shake the cup and pull it.
I'll take heavy Chevy on the
Yeah,
left.
that's cool. We all get something on the left. Somebody gonna get the baby. Come.
Yeah.
But that goes to these Edomites, but you got these niggas, because these niggas are just as prideful and vain as these women. I see first women coming out with a whole bunch of gorgeous pictures of themselves. Then you got the men.
Yeah, but like you said, that haughty spirit, that arrogance and that pride, man. You got those homosexuals got more rights than heterosexual people, man.
Yeah.
You see Jake, somebody straight walking with their hand around their woman's waist or something. They got a problem with it, but
And then they try to bunch up with you.
but if you see some homosexuals out here kissing or whatever, it ain't no problem.
Right, like a homosexual can make a sexual advance to you, like try to holler at you, and you whip their ass, but you can end up going to jail for
A hate crime.
Hate crime, man.
Yeah.
So that's why they throw that shit out there. Homophobia. No one's afraid. We're not afraid of faggots.
No.
We just know that the Lord. I mean, not the Lord. Well, the Lord. He put the spirit on Esau to have these unrighteous decrees out here to put you in jail if you try to bring forth some type of judgment toward faggot.
Right.
Just like the women, the women, she could throw all them sexual advances on, but let you do that. You see what I'm saying?
Sexual harassment and all that. Yeah.
And all that.
Hey, when I was coming up, man, when I was coming up in our neighborhood, we had a little faggot here and there, man. We used to fuck their ass up, man.
Right.
And all that shit wasn't widespread like it is now. Now you got motherfuckers walking around with rainbow hair and all that
Yeah,
shit.
that's the spirit. You was speaking on homosexual stuff, and I was going to say something. We got something. Dudes walking by with their ass out. He pulled his pants up.
Oh shit.
And then they slid right back down, man. That's an example of homosexual agenda, man.
And they know that shit ain't right, man. But they just following status quo. They trying to be cool, man.
Yeah. They follow what they see on these music videos. And Jake is easily influenced, man. All you need is somebody of a so-called stature of power,
That's it.
and they do it, and then everybody else
do it.
follows suit.
Put it on the rap video, and that's
Yeah.
it.
From gold teeth to flat top haircuts to dye their hair
Yeah.
to niggas wearing all
Piercings
thongs.
and all that shit.
Purses.
Yeah, them
Skirts.
sachets. The Merces, what you call.
Statue.
Yeah, satchel. Proverbs 1:27 about the shop.
You know, that's the funny part. There's a nigga on my job that has one of those Gucci bags. It's a
Gucci
purse
bag.
though.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a merce. A man purse.
Really, once a month.
1:27.
Does he wear a skirt too?
Huh?
A skirt? You know, they
Skirt,
shorts
the
with
short- the skirt.
Surprisingly,
Like
no,
on,
'cause we had to wear uniform.
Okay. You probably would though.
You probably would. I wouldn't be surprised.
That's when it's downtime.
Right.
It's down low time.
This is Proverbs. This is Proverbs 1:26.
1:27.
Exactly, 1:27. When your fear cometh.
Oh, fuck ahead.
All right.
Go in the skirt.
Yeah. This is 1:26. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
The Lord said He gonna laugh at your calamity, man. Your foolishness, man. He gonna laugh at that, man.
Heck, he's like,
Niggas over here, I'm gonna destroy. That's just like when you you see a roach in your house, you be like, man, I'm gonna get that nigga right there. I'm gonna get that nigga right there, man. That's how the Lord do it. He laughing at you, mom. He
Looking at the
laughing,
wall
man.
and the storm.
Lord willing, he ain't laughing at me.
Like when he cracked them cows, you know, they gonna scatter like roaches, man.
man,
They
they
go,
already
oh,
did.
look, what's his name again?
Right, right.
Oh, they already do when Esau comes around.
Yeah, right. Niggas turn into, you know, they jumping beans when Esau come around. They look busy and all that.
Yeah,
shit,
they be having a little bot and they straighten right up.
Hey, boss. You know? That's that effects from the slavery, man.
Come on.
The Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, exactly.
Stockholm syndrome.
It says, when your fear cometh as desolation, and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer.
When your fear comes with that desolation, man. When you fear, when you get scared when shit about to be destroyed.
The land you worship so much is about to be destroyed.
Right.
Your master about to be going into slavery.
When those food stamps and stuff get cut off, when you get put when they take that take those Section 8s from you, when things really get tough, man, you're gonna fear, man. You're gonna say, oh Lord, how are we gonna eat? Oh Lord, where are we gonna live at?
I lost my train of thought.
A little bit more than
Yeah. They shall seek me early, but they will not find me.
when all that stuff about to happen, man, you're gonna seek the Lord, but you ain't gonna find him because you wasn't listening when he had his prophets out here prophesizing and try to wake you up. And the reason you ain't get awakened because it wasn't for you, man. And the Lord ain't dealing with you, because if you ain't receiving it, he ain't dealing with you. And that's straight up, straight to the point.
Right.
You gonna be destroyed.
Right.
And that's the way it go. And that's the bottom line. Because the Lord says so. That's no well, God, that's all I had. Huh?
Is it?
Yeah, that's all.
These Edomites, especially these niggas, they need to get destroyed. Definitely these niggas, they need to get wiped. Once they gonna come back righteous in the kingdom, but Esau gotta die. Number one, primarily because you're going into slavery to pay back.
Right.
If you can get me Revelation 18 and 6. Well, Babylon has a lot of debt to pay, and it's not towards these other countries. It's towards the Lord.
That's right.
And what he did to his people.
It's 18 and 6.
Yeah. Esau's going to pay back his debt.
Excuse me. This is Revelations 18 and 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works.
Double according to her works. If anybody got the slavery sign, Esau had a lot of works. He had a lot of works. Esau had a lot of works back in the day. See, he had many works, and this is only a glimpse of what he did. He did way more heinous shit than this. So this is just a glimpse. Imagine all the stuff he did to us in general. He got paid double for all that.
Look at this right here, man. You can see this Jake right here was fighting, man. Here, look at his arms. He balled up like he's fighting him, man. You gonna pay for that shit, man. You gonna pay? Y'all gonna pay for that?
They gonna pay double.
Come on.
They gonna pay double for that.
That book you got with them hangings,
Yeah.
it's got the one with the whole thing for mother and daughter and father.
Yeah, come on. I don't have it with me. Come on.
See, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Continuing on, in the cup which she had filled her to double.
Right. America gotta fill that debt double. He gotta fill a debt to these other countries which he's not gonna pay, but he's gonna pay the Lord's debt double. He's gonna pay that debt. This devil ain't gonna get away with everything.
Come on.
Not for long either. His time is almost up.
Come on. Yeah,
His time is almost up.
The clock's ticking.
Right.
That stopwatch is running.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
like that debt clock, U.S. debt clock.
Right. Because when this place shuts down, all hell's gonna break loose, and the Lord and His angels gonna be laughing. We may even get a laugh out of it because we get to see these people actually be afraid. When we told them 1,000 times that this place is gonna fall,
Yes,
they wouldn't listen.
We're gonna laugh at your calamity. partaking and laughing as well.
Calm.
Right. I was even sometimes we laugh now. Especially that Baltimore riot we had. I laughed at them niggas.
Calm. Even when you go on Facebook, you see those niggas getting fucked up.
Yeah,
You
right.
laugh. You laugh.
Malachi 4:1. These people definitely got to die. That's goes without saying. We can't expect to live in a society where we can hardly breathe, can't eat literally because there's no nutrition in the food. And then we got to still be in this servitude to this wicked devil.
Yep. This Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble.
Right, because this place is not going to last long, especially with the World War III that's coming. All these countries coming against Babylon.
All this homosexuality,
Right.
all this eating of abominations, all these women not being in order, all these Israelites not being in order.
Like people taking that meeting with Trump and Kim Jong-un
Oh, yeah.
as a peace and safety. What the scripture say? When they shall scream peace and safety, then sudden destruction will come. Like while these people are asleep, they coming up here as a mockery to the men of the Lord. They think they actually doing a good thing, but they actually mocking themselves, even if they are of this side. You know?
Let me ask you this: Do you believe? I mean, do you agree with America's lifestyle as it is now?
In what way?
Like, do you agree with homosexuality? Do you agree with how America is ran?
Remember what?
How America is ran?
I mean, I agree with homosexuality, but
It's just a simple question. It's a simple question, man. Be a man and answer it, man.
that's not like, I just answered the question. Did you not hear what I said?
No.
You want to repeat it? I said I agree with homosexuality. I don't know what you said the second time.
That's
Okay.
No need to be rude about it.
Oh, well, we're rude in speech, but not knowledge according to the Bible.
Okay, good.
That's what the
still-
scripture
You're
says.
not helping
That's
your
the
case, you're
scripture.
just being rude.
We are helping our case because the people who's meant to hear this is going to hear it.
What was your
And the
question?
people that's going to be meant to be condemned is going to be condemned.
Well,
like,
that's
like, what's your nationality? Where's your father from?
I'm a 12-time tribe of Israel.
Which tribe?
You can decide for yourself.
Nah, you know what? We ain't dealing with this fact.
Is that really like supposed to be offensive? Is that supposed to be offensive?
Yeah, get Romans 1:24, man. That's what's
Read
going
it.
on.
Read it to me, please.
Or Leviticus 20:13.
Leviticus doesn't matter. It's Old Testament.
2014.
You believe in the Bible?
If you believe in Jesus, then why is the Old Testament relevant?
All right. You want me to bring it out? This is Leviticus. This is Leviticus 20 and 14. 13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They surely should be put to death. Their blood should be upon them.
Right. So I would ask you this: would you agree with that scripture? Even though I might have heard it wrong, but do you believe in God?
Let me ask you the question first. Do you believe in Jesus? Not as this individual that you're talking about.
This is celebrate bullshit.
He's not as a white man. Jesus isn't white. We know that. It's obvious. Do you believe Jesus is not as a white man?
Of course.
All right. So then why are you reading me the Old Testament when
So what now? Speak
why
up.
is the Old Testament relevant when you believe in Jesus?
1 Timothy 4:16. That's real easy.
You have to read it. I don't know what.
Okay, Leviticus. Go ahead and get that. Matthew 5:17. Luke 24:44. Many scriptures, man.
Okay, you have to read them. You can't just say
You
that.
know what Babylon?
I don't
No,
know.
we're gonna read it. We're gonna read them. That's why we keep calling them.
I was like, I don't know.
You know what Babylon is?
I've heard rumors, but
Well, Babylon the Great. How you gonna know what Babylon the Great is if you don't go into the
I know
scriptures?
Babylon.
It's in the Old Testament.
But I know.
You know what I'm saying?
But the laws of Moses became irrelevant when Jesus died, right?
No, that's no.
But what, so you don't
So
believe Jesus?
so you saying that we could go murder somebody?
No, but you're wearing cotton, aren't you? You're not supposed to wear cotton. You're supposed
We're
to wear
not.
Mixed,
That's why. Listen, it don't say wear cotton. It says mixed fabrics.
What is
Right.
What's your shirt?
We understand that.
So why are you wearing mixed fabric?
See, here go the thing. This is why. You're
We'll show you the scriptures.
I'm asking him a question.
We're gonna show you the scriptures. One thing at a time.
That's fine.
One thing at a time.
I asked, no.
No, you said
No.
you said why is the law of the book of Moses, right? Why is that relevant?
Right.
That law, Leviticus 20 and 13,
and I asked
right?
him a question, and I said,
Right. And you said what? Because of Jesus, right?
Are you wearing mixed fabric?
Well, no. One question is we'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
One at a time.
I'm asking you a question. You asked me a question.
Right. You don't ask a question on top of a question.
You can't ask questions.
So
We
you
gotta
got two ears. You got two ears and one mouth for a reason.
You read to me
Right?
Leviticus.
Right. And you said what? Because of Jesus.
Okay.
Jesus came and changed it, right?
So you asked me a question.
Is that what you saying?
I gave you an answer.
Well, what was your
So now
answer?
it's my turn to ask a question.
What was your answer?
That I agree with homosexuality.
Okay, good.
There.
Let's get Leviticus
Question.
24 and 44.
Question
okay?
answered.
One
My
at a
turn?
time.
No. My turn.
One
to
at a
ask the
time.
Now, you want to know how?
You're
If
not-
I can
this
say this,
conversation isn't
Luke 24 and 44.
if I can say this, we're going to ask you from off with the
No.
scriptures.
You already read from Leviticus.
Go ahead.
Luke 22 and 44. Why you gotta go? Because you're scared of the Bible. What's your question?
Letting me talk.
What is your question?
Oh, here we
I
go.
gave you my question.
Ecclesiastes 5 and 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest in the house of Yahweh.
Well, this is our king, man. So fuck you.
You're a devil,
man.
I do that.
But he never answered the question. He got embarrassed in front of his woman. You got embarrassed in front of your woman. Did you strap on the dildo? Did you strap it on and give it to him? Do you strap it on and give it to him? Yeah, look at her. Look at the smile on her face. She straps on the dildo. Look at her.
But this motherfucker just
She
said,
probably got him hanging up in the closet and shit.
he's trying to call the police on somebody. He said, call me a faggot, please.
Well, let's get the scriptures, man. Let's get the scriptures. Camera edification. Did you get it yet, man? Just go to the edit. 22 and 44.
Yeah.
All right, 22 and 44.
My garment is tight.
It says mixed fabrics, man. You know? The scriptures also talk about, everything is lawful, right? But everything is an expedient, you know?
Let's read this guy, but camera, because he was jumping around, We tried to answer him civilized. We just did a video on being civilized in the truth. Okay? He didn't want the answers. Luke 24 and 44.
All right. This is Luke 24 and 44. And he said unto them, these are the words which I spake unto you when I was yet with you.
Right. So that's proving that Yahweh was reincarnated. There's another reincarnation scripture. Go ahead.
Now, that all things must be fulfilled, which were written in the law of Moses.
So all things must be fulfilled that was written in the law of Moses. What was that law of Moses? That you should not, this is the law of Yahweh really, who gave it to Moses, which you are not supposed to lay down with another man. Okay? Now, the question about the fabrics, he asks, why do we got cotton and why we don't have pure cotton? Let's get that in Deuteronomy 28 and 15. There's a reason why, man. We're not in the kingdom of heaven. Our people don't even know the law. We don't even have our own money. This is not our state. Okay? Read that.
This is Deuteronomy 28 and 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
All homosexuals play that semantic type shit. Why? Because they confused. They got so many penises going up their rectum. They're just confused. Go ahead.
To observe, to do all commandments and statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Right. And that's one of the curses, not being able to follow the laws to the best of our ability. I mean, to the 100%. So we follow to the best of our ability. So what he did is he came up, he was sitting as an agent, probably come up to start up shit. So the minute the word faggot comes out, he can call the cops. You got to be careful. You got to be civilized in his truth. The devil seeking whom he may devour. John 10 and 10. That's what the devil does, man. Okay? And really, John 10 and 10 is really going to our people. But that applies for this heathen right here, man. He could be a king. You know?
John 10 and 10. The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and
so I just tell brothers, don't get emotionally involved and lose your patience. You know, your patience is suffering. So you can't lose your ability to suffer, you know? Or then if you lose your ability to suffer, you're not suffering and you're going to go all out and you're going to say crazy things, man. This is the pillar that Yahweh Shai set up. And this is our job. We're going to sacrifice the elect for that devil? Come on, man. For that devil? I'd rather try to reach the elect and keep teaching than get caught up in some flim-flams with the devil, man. All right.
The scriptures also,
fuck him, man.
Romans 3 and 3. For wait of something not believed, so that unbelief
We
makes
just
the
went
faith
through
from
all
God.
that. That was the spirit. You know? Get Romans, hey, the brother, or you already quoted it. Yeah, Romans 13 and 13.
this is Romans.
And that's how I try to do now, get those scriptures, man. You know?
This is Romans 13 and 13.
Sometimes you don't need to, sometimes. Go ahead, Al.
Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness.
Right. Going back and forth for homo. You know what I'm
Casting
saying?
your pearls before swine. You're going to just trample over everything that you say.
Right.
You know?
And all I asked her was, did she strap on the dildo? And she laughed. She never said no.
Right. That's
Yeah,
right.
Apparently it's the truth.
You can always tell by the woman.
You can always, that's why she's the weaker vessel.
Yeah.
She going to, look, man, a lot of you jakes think your woman really so enough love you. Let that hell come on you, man.
And that day she gonna leave him in that house.
Yeah, of course.
And it's crazy because like faggot is more offensive than nigger. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A so-called white man can come by and say nigger, right? And that's not a hate crime. But the minute that you say somebody's a faggot, you know what I'm saying? The whole pussy shit come out, man. You know? That's why in our kingdom, man, you know, wasn't none of that. The Lord called people worse than that, man. You know? I remember calling a woman a bitch was something that was something that was the worst thing that you could ever call a woman. No, don't call no woman no bitch.
Now let's go into history. Oh, go ahead.
I'm saying now that's just normal.
They call themselves bitches.
Which has been going on for a long
And
time.
niggas call themselves niggas. So let's go into history of the word fag. What does fag mean?
Under what sticks?
That's all it is. Back in Rome, you had what you call the Saturnalia, when they had some of those festivals, gay homo festivals. And even when you go to Jerusalem, you had Hades, man, where they took people and faggots and threw them in the pit and burned them. That's why they call it, in Europe, they call fags cigarettes.
Yep, fine.
So what they did is they tied them up like witches, because being a homosexual was witchcraft.
And they would chant, burn the faggot.
They burn the faggot, like a burn a witch. So they knew that, according to the Bible, that was wrong. So they lined them up, and they tied them up, and they set them all on fire, man.
Yeah. But they go the thing though. If somebody called you a fag, right? How you gonna react?
Whatever, man. I ain't no fucking faggot. Whatever.
Right? But the shoe fit, then wear it.
Right.
If you are a faggot, then why are you gonna get offended by somebody calling you a faggot? Right. You know? Yep. So these people were.
So he called the police. Hey, look, man, fag means just a bundle of sticks, man. Yeah. You know, and that's why they put the cigarettes, which represent the law, and a stick. And some people say you got a stick. You know, they call them cancer sticks. And what they do is you light the fire at the end of it, and it burns. So really, when you're smoking and you're sucking in that fire, you're killing yourself. Okay? You're taking in the chemicals of really with that tobacco, which tobacco's not bad for you.
Yeah.
You know? But they burn it.
Used to bathe in it.
It was healing properties. They had tobacco farms, man. You know? But now with the carcinogens they cut with it, it's the cancer-causing agents now. Nothing is meant for you to light and smoke the shit, man. Now, if somebody got terminal illness and is making them feel better, oh well, they going anyway. All right, go ahead. You had a scripture? No. But you see how the devil come up? He only came up to cause trouble. If he didn't like it, he could have kept going.
Yeah, I didn't even want to deal with him because I knew what type of sheep he was. He came by already. Yeah, that's what I was like. I already knew who he was.
But he comes up here at the Lord's house, and we ask him a question. Then he takes a question on top of a question. Then he acts like he asked the question, which he never did.
He never did.
You know? Yeah, so the bottom line is, what's it, Hebrews 4:12? The words of the Lord is sharp, man.
You know, the whole time, though, his women was more quiet than he was.
Yeah.
The roles have changed.
That's why I asked if she strap on the dildo. She straps it on. You know? She probably got him hanging up in the closet.
Jack Black. Which one you want to take?
Yeah, which one? Candy stripes and all kinds of shit.
Probably named about a day of the week.
Yep.
This one
Monday,
Saturday.
Yep. Butt day.
I got vomit.
God damn, they anal pleasers, man. You know? Again, it's going back to go to Romans 1:24 again. Go back to Romans 1:24. You know?
This is Romans 1:24. Wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts.
Right. See, he wouldn't stick around to hear that. God gave them up to do that. I'm making sure you hear. God gave them up to be homosexuals.
To dishonor their own body.
To dishonor their own bodies. That's what God did. God made them dishonor their own bodies. God made them tell their women to put on strap-ons.
That's right.
Strap on, strap off.
That's right.
Okay? God did it. Damn it. Go ahead.
To dishonor their own bodies between themselves.
What it say?
Between themselves.
Between themselves. Go ahead.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie.
Who changed the truth of God into a lie? Go ahead.
And worship and serve the creature more than the creator.
Yeah, they serve the woman and the sexual ornaments. You know?
Who is blessed forever. Amen.
Go ahead.
For this cause God gave them up to a vile affection.
God gave them up to a vile affection.
That's right.
For even their women.
Even their women did what?
For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature.
Right. One of those natural uses is a woman is supposed to get a man's penis. Right? Now they're just strapping them on and pounding their lovers. You know? God did that to them.
That's right. Right.
And likewise also the men leaving the natural use.
What? The men leaving the natural use of what?
Of the woman.
Of the woman. God caused that to happen.
That's right.
Burned in their lust one toward another.
Burned in their lust one towards another.
Men with men.
Men with men. And even if you're a woman with a strap on, it's observing another man. Go ahead.
Men with men.
Men with men.
You just want to see no other man in that position.
No. Right. God caused that to happen to them.
That's right.
Do y'all believe in the Gay Pride Week? You believe in it?
You can believe in another ring.
Right, right. You want a black guy. Go ahead. Because God's going to cause them to be concubines.
That's right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Men with men.
Men with men.
Working that which is unseemingly and receiving in themselves.
Receiving in themselves. What are they receiving? Dildos.
That's right.
God has caused this to happen to them.
That's right.
Their recompense of their error.
Leave it alone, man. There's a recompense of their error, man. So Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the orchestrator of all wickedness. You know, he controls both sides. He starts it and he finishes it. You know what I'm saying? So we let the spirit work, man. They come up here and try to, distort the truth, but the truth is going to go out.
Right.
You know, and brothers stand bold and firm. We stand for what we believe. And ain't no police or anybody going to change that. Only Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to take that from us if it's his will. Everything according to the scriptures is Lord willing, man. You know? You know, so 1 Corinthians 6 and 9, did we have that already?
I don't think so. Already.
You know, the gay pride thing, man. Okay, there's another brother. Well, we just rolled. Get Timothy 1 and 10.
Okay. So you want me to go ahead?
Yeah, let's go there. We read that. Let's get something different. Let's get 1 Timothy 1 and 10. Let's see according to the Bible, what the Lord, according to the Lord set up, man. And then, that's why this place got to be destroyed, man. 1 and 10. Yeah. This place got to be destroyed, man.
This is first. This is first Timothy 1 and 10. For whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind.
What? I didn't even know that was there. But we know now. Read it over again.
All right. For whoremongers,
go ahead.
For them that defile themselves with mankind. For men stealers.
Yep.
For liars.
Yep.
For perjured persons.
Yep.
And if there be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.
Yeah, any other thing is contrary to sound doctrine. That's believing in homosexuality is contrary to sound doctrine. Now, if you were to listen, all these Christians, they think when Jesus came on the scene, that everything changed. That all the sins of the law of Moses was no more good.
Isaiah 4:6.
That's what they say.
And you got first John 3 and 4. If you could get that, 1 John 3 and 4. Because you're talking about the covenant and stuff, like you said, the changing of the Lord changed. The Lord don't change.
Malachi 3 and 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so many things. Oh, why are you reading out of the New Testament? I mean, the Old Testament.
Why are you getting strapped on by your damn woman? You want to ask all those questions? That's a question.
It's 1 John 3 and 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law.
Hold on. What is sin, man? Where is the law? Where's the laws that in the New Testament? What laws are they talking about? It's talking about the laws of Moses.
First of all, we are not going to be fully cleansed. We're not going to fully be able to keep the law until we deliver. When we was able to keep the law, we knew we was Israelites. We had our heritage. We had our land. We had our money. We had all those things. When the Lord said, I'm going to take your inheritance. Right? And that was at Jeremiah 7:4, I believe. Somewhere around there. He said, I'm going to take it, you're going to lose your inheritance. Did we ever get our inheritance back? No. We still in captivity. Our inheritance is going to come when the kingdom comes. And guess what? We're going to have cotton. We're going to get you heathen devils to pick it. Just like you made us pick cotton. Right. You devils going to pick cotton. And guess what? You devils that's in black skin, you're going to get that Caucasian skin back. And you're going to dig them red-ass fingers down into the ground and pick cotton. And I'm going to make sure it's a cotton field with thorns in it. Right. I'm talking about a foot long thorns.
Yeah, it's spiritual power, so they won't bleed them.
Yep.
They're growing out cotton.
Right. Yep. Well, we're going to make them, I don't care if they bleed on it, we're going to take it and throw it out. Rinse it and spiritually clean it up. And then make them do it again. You know what I'm saying? Bleed on it, damn it. Guess what? The more blood you put on it, the more blood we're going to put on your ass, man. We bled on that shit. And then what they do, they got the women. They put the women over us back then, having us wage against our own, the weaker vessel on how much cotton they can pick.
They made us eat leftovers.
Yep.
They're leftovers, but we're not going to let y'all eat none.
Yep.
And things y'all going to eat, maybe trash, maybe items. Maybe have to put something hard and stomp your head and bash your fucking teeth.
Yep. Like they did us. I don't want no devil eating leftovers after me, man. That's too much purity. But when we get them pure bodies, that's too much purity. You devils want to get leftovers after the dogs and the other animals and shit, man. You know? Yep. Yep. You're a musician. All right, go ahead. Oh, who's speaking? Oh, no, I'm saying the last one. All right. You're a little tired now. That's why I stepped in. Read that again.
All right. First Timothy 1:10. For whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for men stealers, for liars, for mature persons.
What was the story of Lot? They wanted to try to come into the house and get him or whatever, and he wanted to give his own daughters up, man. Yeah. But you know what they wanted? You know, they want right. Was it the angel? Yeah. Right. That's something, man. And that's how them devils do now, man. They probably trying to get the spirit world to have sex with the angels and shit.
That's how he probably was one of them men. He probably was one of them men with Lot.
The men that came in out to him.
God damn, man.
He was talking to them over there. He was real bad.
No doubt about that, man.
He was trying for that man to cut the top of his head off.
Oh, yeah.
He got that horse.
All right, anyway, that's just very cool. That's probably got something else. Yeah. I'm trying to be like those people who want to
Matthew 5:17. It say, think not I am come to destroy the law.
What?
Or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill.
Right. The Lord ain't going to destroy his own laws. He's going to fulfill them. The only reason you people think that because you hear one scripture, well, of course y'all don't even understand. It's not meant to. But y'all don't actually sit there and pay attention to.
The spirit wasn't given unto them.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. It's not for you people. It's meant for the elect that knows this, that the scriptures are that are relevant for back then are relevant for today. I forgot what scripture was, but it says today's language is 4 times
Romans 15:4.
Yeah.
I can get it.
Yeah. Right, because the only reason this book is meant for the elect, not for you other 2/3, you heathens, or anybody else.
It's Romans 15:4. For whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our
beginning. It's always been about Yahweh Shai and his elect and the promise that he gave us. That's why it says it's for our learning, not for you 2/3, you heathens. Just because you know a little bit doesn't mean you understand. That's why it's only meant for the elect. We know this place is going to get destroyed. We know that we're going to get our righteous bodies. We're going to live a better life without homosexuals, without Esau over our backs. We're going to be on his back. So we understand the promise that he's given us. I guess we gave it it was a great camp. It was very edifying. Even be out here condemning Esau and hopefully helping the body. So with that, I just want to say shalom. Boys, I'll be doing good. Yeah. So with that, I want to say shalom. And we give our honors to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Ba'ashem Rakal Kadash.
Ba'ashem Rakal HaKadash. We're going to sincere shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity, and death to America.
Death to America.
Death to America. Hey, umbrellas.
Yep.
Say nothing. All kinds of shit. One is that.
Yeah.